Hello and a very good day to Sir Hafizi and Ms. Nurhidayah. My name is Sharifah Nurainaa Syed Riza Farid from BA236 Bachelor in Event Management of Faculty of Business and Management. Today, I would like to present to you my industrial training report as a training coordinator at Asia Iknowledge Sdn IK Academy. The purpose of this presentation is to highlight the major works carried out by me in terms of both academic and non-academic perspective, and as well as to identify and describe the analysis carried out, projects completed, experience gained, and focuses on my achievements as a training coordinator intern at Asia Iknowledge Sdn IK Academy that I had successfully completed for the past 6 months. My responsibility here including communicating with my managers and supervisors to identify the training needs and assisting them with the needs of trainers and clients as individuals, and also I am responsible for managing, developing, coordinating and conducting training program every week. On top of that, I have gained my experience with various training methods, including on the job coaching, mentorship programs, and e learning. In this way, I got to sharpen my management training and soft skills development, which to me is also essential for my career growth. For the 6 months of internship, I was positioned as a training coordinator intern at Asia Iknowledge Sdn IK Academy. This company is mainly located at 3821. As for the administration office of Kelana Center Point, Jalan SS7/19, SS747301, Petaling Jaya, Selangor. But there are few offices owned by Asia Iknowledge Sdn in this building, and the office I'm working at was located at the ninth floor of the building. The operating hours of this company are from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the weekdays, which is Monday to Friday except for public holidays. Like any other companies, IK Academic also has their own purpose, vision, missions, and core values, and these have been combined into one acronym which we call as PVMC 2.0. As part of IK's push to move their courses and programs to comply with their new stance, which is the PVMC 2.0 vision, these will be the main qualities that IK hopes to cultivate in all of them to move forward. Why? Because in IK, we believe that a greater engineers will create a greater world. In IK, we also believe that we are not just in the business of training, but IK are in the business of transformation. So what are the PVMC of IK Academy? P in PVMC of IK Academic is stands for purpose. The purpose of IK is to build and inspire greater engineers for the world, integrating knowledge as a force for good. Why? Because in IK we believe that greater engineers will create a greater world. V for vision. The vision of IK is to craft and forge a community of great engineers, nurtured and empowered to make a difference for humanity. As in IK, we believe that a community of great engineers will create a greater world that brings a great good for mankind. M, on the other hand, is for mission. The mission of IK is to transform and equip engineers with the right mindset, skill sets, tool sets, and technical know-how that ultimately save time, cost, and lives along their journey to greatness. And we believe that the higher the number of greater engineers we transform, the faster our dream of having a greater world. And last but not least, in the PVMC, the C part, on the other hand, stands for core values. And these are the main qualities that this company hopes to cultivate in everyone to move forward. The core values of this company are based on this acronym IMPROVE, improve. And the meaning of this acronym are I. I for integrity in all and for all. To always strive to be ethical, honest, sincere, and proper in how we conduct business, both with our team and with our clients. M for making a difference always. Impacting someone else's life in a positive and meaningful way. This also applies to both internal and external stakeholders of the organizations. P for passion and compassion in heart. Passion here stands for inherent love, curiosity, and motivation for doing a certain activity, while compassion stands for understanding and empathy for others. R for radiance of gratitude and giving. In IK, they believe that gratitude is a very powerful force that can put a smile on someone and brighten their day. So everyone likes to feel appreciated, needed, and recognized for their efforts, and a simple thank you neatly addresses all of those things which covers gratitude. O for ownership and accountability at work. Being responsible for our actions, and it means that you accept the consequences for them unconditionally, whether they are good or bad outcomes. V for visionary the future in soul. The act of being able to see not the future as it is, but what it should be, as you should be able to see where you should be in the next few years, and then put it into practice the actions you need to do in order to get there. Last but not least is excellent for E, excellence in details and mind. To be able to realize how important the little things are to enhancing the overall package or service that you are providing. Founded back in 2008, there are only two main people in Asia Iknowledge, which is Ryan and Cassie, the husband and wife. This company offered not only public and in-house training, but also conference, collaboration, and consultancy. After years of achievements and success, they rebranded the name into a more minimalistic feel with IK Academic in 2017. This new name reflected how they appreciated simplicity and how they are in education, along with their collaborating partners such as Perkeso, CIDB Malaysia, HRD Corp, Electrical and Electronics Association of Malaysia, the American Academy of Project Management, University Technology Malaysia UOTM, Suruhanjaya Tenaga, and TWI. So, what does IK stands for? In IK Academic, they stand for incorporating newfound knowledge into people's life and for delivering a true training experience that is unparalleled. Coincidentally, IK also stands for Integrating Knowledge. After a decade of accumulating industry experience and building a robust network of professionals, they have gained quite an eye for detail when crafting industrial partnerships. Next section, we will go to the organizational structure of Asia Iknowledge Sdn Bhd as a whole. Mainly, Asia Iknowledge Sdn Bhd is divided into two main teams, which are the sales and operation teams. Under the sales teams, there are two other departments, IK Academic with four divisions, AIK Premier, AIK Venture, AIK Event, and AIK Telemanagement and Training Art with one division, AIK Management. While for the operation team, there are five different divisions: training or conference manager, event manager, marketing manager, finance manager, and last but not least is of course HR and admin manager. Next, let's see the event coordination department, which the department I'm working in. On the other hand, for the event coordination department, there are director of department assisted with event management with two different divisions, head of event, which consisted of senior event executive, junior event executive, and event executive, and admin executive from TC team. Other than seminar, conference, and consultancy, training is the forte for this company, and they offer two different industries, which are engineering and management. Some of the courses available here in IK are building and facility management, asset management and maintenance, manufacturing and automation, sales and marketing, human resource and training management, and many more. During my time as a 6-month intern this semester at IK Academic as a training coordinator, one of the things that I have come to understand is that the learning process may take on many phases and stages. I soon realized that the actions and steps I took to really learn from my co-workers in the operation department varied from day to day. While consistency is the key, I got better at fine-tuning my workplace awareness to increase my productivity. In the course of doing so, I discovered the worth of knowledge, the advantage of networking, the value of work independently, and how much initiating my own to-do list every day has helped me with my time management. Understanding the significance of working independently in my own unique working style is also another one of the key lessons that I have learned from this internship period. I had a unique experience as an intern here, where I felt inspired, empowered, and I learned something new every day. Through my day-to-day work activities, roles, responsibilities, tasks, and assignments given to me, I learned so much and acquired so much experience from the moment I walked in on my first day until I left 6 months later as an intern at this company. My job scope here at least were divided into five different core, and I have concluded as listed in the next slide for a clearer view of the roles, responsibility, tasks, and assignment given to me throughout my time here. management of various systems. I help to prepare attendance lists and schedule necessary training that are to be held, and monitoring the registration and absence of the participants or delegates to the training session, conference, and seminar, and as well as monitor the attendance and follow up with the participants, delegates, the salesperson who did not show up for the session. Next, I also help to communicate with the clients and trainers via email, also generate evaluation form and submission for HRDC claim. I also prepare the Google Meet and Microsoft Teams setup for online session. For the comms and advertisements, I send out invitation reminder by joining and also send the joining instructions, directions, and any special instruction if there are any for each in-house and public training session. Also, I create and update shared Google Drive by the trainer for training materials and resources. Stakeholder management. I help to book and confirm venue for training session, especially for Sunway Clio Hotel, coordinate printing of materials and props, coordinated setup of room, ensuring materials, stationery, pre and post test projector and other requests by trainers are ready, work with multiple trainers and departments to understand the requirements of different sections, as well as to help coordinate with the logistic teams and other equivalent and relevant parties to ensure the execution of all requirements. Next, for the learner management, I managed to respond to queries from participants and clients about the materials, pre-post test, trainer report, etc. Lastly, team. I managed to work closely with team members to ensure every task are completed successfully, and also I work closely with logistics to provide support for the day-to-day work activities when necessary. SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Is very important as through the analysis made, they can develop their strategy in maximizing their strength and opportunity and minimizing as many weaknesses and threats as they can in the future. According to Manas Kasliwal in 2019, a SWOT is one such analysis where a company, whether offline or online, when conducting strategic planning, it becomes essential to analyze not only your business but also your competitors' activities and the current happenings in the industry. The strength of IK Academic is teamwork and reliable vendors and suppliers. For the teamwork, during my 6 months of internship here in IK Academic, one thing I noticed is teamwork. For example, when discussing or working on a new project, such as when I was given the opportunity to be the person in charge for a conference, seminar, or even normal training sessions, you will have to need to communicate to create cohesion and clear goals. In IK, everyone will respond to any of my inquiries without hesitation and compromise. Next, for reliable vendors and suppliers, this company definitely and its business has a strong base of reliable vendors and suppliers such as hotel. We have Le Meridian, Royal Chula, The West in Kuala Lumpur, Sunway Lagoon Hotel. We have our collaborators partner Perkeso, CIDB Malaysia, HRDB Corp, Electrical and Electronics Association of Malaysia, the American Academy of Project Management, UTM, Suruhanjaya Jaya, Tenaga. We have caterers, logistic teams, and other equivalent and relevant parties such as courier service from Citylink. For the weaknesses of IK, first, understaffing. The capacity to serve present clients and expand the business is constrained by a lack of focus. Although the management team may think it makes sense, understaffing has detrimental long-term effects. Payroll and benefit costs are instantly reduced when the workforce is reduced. However, by keeping on hiring temporary workers such as interns at a low rate can increase payroll if staffing numbers are too low. For example, if the interns they are hiring are not well performed and causing unproductivity, the company may end up suffering losses for a few months before the intern can keep up with their tasks. Next, for investment in technologies, given the scale of expansions and different geographies the company is or currently planning to expand into, IK needs to put more money in technology to integrate the processes across the board. Right now, the investment in technology is not at par of the vision of the company. So first thing first, we are having a major problem with our current printer at the office. There are a few times where the printer got issues and not well functioning, thus causing delay and being inefficient to us. Next, opportunities. Economic uptick and increase in customer spending. After years of slow growth rate in the industry, this is an opportunity for this company to capture new clients and increase its market share in this industry. The pace of training session handled by IK Academic during the pandemic was very slow and surviving with the help of virtual events back then. The revenue and the workers are drastically impacted and require funds to survive and sustain along the ride. So the staff are working on different strategies like use of virtual technology to connect people and make them participate through organizing webinars and online training sessions. They are also promoting this through different unique marketing strategies on social media platforms majorly. Next, the opportunity of IK is government contracts. A business's continued income may be guaranteed via government contracts. So a company may create marketing budget, recruit staff, and build their firm wisely with the help of a reliable cash flow. As for IK Academic, they have a government contract with HRDC. So according to BMC Institute in 2021, the Malaysian government offers training money to all citizens through the HRDC Corp. It offers financial aid to anyone who wants to take a physical or online training course, and training courses offered by HRDC Corp. Authorized training providers are HRD Corp claimable training courses. Lastly, for the threats, rising costs. A rising raise cost can pose a threat to IK's profitability, especially from vendors and suppliers such as hotels, collaborators, caterers, logistic teams, and other equivalent and relevant parties that provide support for the day-to-day work activities when necessary. For example, last December 2022, we asked for a new 2023 package rate from our hotel vendors, and some raised their package cost, hence we need to negotiate for a more reasonable rate. Next is unhappy clients could be threats for IK. Despite IK's best efforts in delivering only the best for their clients, they will eventually encounter a disgruntled customer. So, risk associated with consulting and client dissatisfaction has several roots. Missed deadlines, false representation, failure to meet expectations, and even a simple spelling mistakes on an attendance sheet are common causes for complaints. Discussion and recommendation, which I include the challenges that I have faced during my internship and some improvement that I could do to my department or company. So, in my point of view, the most obvious problem that the department I was positioned in face is a shortage of staff, as they currently only have three permanent staff, including the manager of the department, excluding four interns. Even with the presence of the interns, the workload can sometimes be unbearable considering the amount of training that we are assigned with each and every week. So, things will get more hectic and chaotic once we, the interns, finish our industrial training, and this will cause some work to get delayed and the staff need to work overtime sometimes. So therefore the management and also Miss Diana as the manager of the department should seriously consider this viewpoint and engage new staff to enlighten the load and ensure that all work can be completed. Next, we often need to deal with last minute participants, and sometimes they will come on that training day itself. So this happens when the salesperson just keeps on registering their client at any time plus without informing the training coordinator, which is us. To this, we do not have any extra material for the additional client and need to rush on preparing its materials. Moreover, we also need to reprint several things such as the training materials and the attendance list. Hence, the training manager needs to set a deadline for the salesperson regarding the registration of their client so that the person in charge of preparing this training does not have to prepare a few things just for participate, which will delay our time for other training. Another issue that we need to deal with is sometimes one of the A3 malfunction printer at the office will malfunction. When we are dealing with a lot of trainings, obviously there are a lot of materials with countless pages that we need to print. So as a result, the printer will always jam and cause us to have to use one printer only, and this will somehow slow down our progress to settle every requirement. In addition to that, the printer also will leave ink stain on the paper that is being printed, which will make the paper mess up. So that being the case, I think the management needs to spend a good amount of money to buy a brand new multifunction printer for our department, as this could shorten our time and reduce the waste of paper and Apart from that, the current place we are using to prepare all the goodies bags every week is at the floor, which is beside our office 907 that can fit 2 to 4 training sessions at the same time. As the space itself is quite spacious, so we will always put all the goodie bags there since every Friday. We will go to the floor to prepare goodie bags that need to be used next week. The issue here is that whenever we had ongoing training there, we cannot use it to prepare the goodie bags as it will create noises and eventually will disturb the training session. And the only place that we have is Office 907. However, our Office 907 is not a pleasant place to prepare the bags as it is not as spacious as the floor, which will make it hard for us to move around and will create more mess at our office. For that reason, I think our manager needs to think of a specific place that is large enough for us to prepare the bags. On the other hand, rising costs may lower IK's earnings and have an impact on the viability of this company and its business. So, when deciding how to react to this issue, many businesses contemplate raising prices. However, in my opinion, this is not the only choice as there are many strategies that this company can implement to overcome the rising costs and to increase revenue. But first, let's say if IK were to raise the fee of each training session, IK may find out the prices as their rivals are charging, and it is crucial to be able to justify any pricing differences. As increasing prices can be sensitive to some, to the clients, IK may find customers are more willing to accept regular price increases rather than a one-off large increase. So the salespersons also can help and try both approaches on different products or services to see how customer react. By explaining to clients why are we increasing prices and give customers advance notice of price increases can also help so that they are aware of the new prices. Another strategy can be implemented by clearing debt and loans. In high inflation environment, interest rate will go up higher and higher every day. So while the money is still there, it is advisable to pay down their variable rate loans and or restructure their debt by locking in a fixed rate loan if it is favorable. As for the unhappy clients, it is a common part of our job as training coordinators to deal with irate or unhappy clients for both physical and online training, and it is never simple. But if we have the right words and more significantly the right in delivering as much information as needed, we might be able to turn things around. In fact, we may finish out with a bond with our clients that we had at the beginning. So the most crucial part of the entire process is to carefully listen to what the clients have to say. They want to be heard and have a chance to voice their concerns and repeat their complaints after they have had a chance to explain why they are dissatisfied or upset to make sure they know that we are concerned with their issues and make sure to take action immediately. That's what I would do. Overall, my internship has taught me a lot about my skill set and given me confidence in my own abilities. It has helped guide my career aspiration and will definitely help me in my future career choices. I also gained technical knowledge in both technical and in the corporate sector as a whole. So I left my internship with a toolbox much fuller than when I started. The knowledge I gained will definitely help me to face the real world of my post graduation. I hope there is a place for me to apply what I have gained during this internship period to a new role in the corporate industries and hopefully to have the chance to work with those well experienced and experts in this industry. Indeed, my experience has brought me closer to my goals and I am excited what the future has to bring. That's all from me. Thank you. So many to thank.